You know, I gotta say, I like habit trackers, and I like the fact that you can habit track in an app that's a task management app like TickTick. So when you go to the plus sign here in the active section, you can add different habits. We have the option to change these frequencies however we want. We can have it be daily. We could have it be only on specific days. So it could be like weekly on Monday through Friday. So say, for example, I wanted to set a weekly Monday through Friday for run 5 miles. And the goal can be to reach a certain amount of it, achieve it all. So I want to reach a certain amount of it. So we can change it from 1 count daily, 2 count daily, record count in here. So I can do an auto, manual, or complete all. So I can do this, so 1 count daily, and the goal days can be forever, 7 days, all these different options, including custom. So I can put 7 days. So then I would make it so the start date's today, and then it ends in 7 days. And I can section it off by morning, afternoon, or night. So let's say morning. And I could set a reminder for myself at 7 a.m. And I could even have an auto pop-up of the habit log when it happens. So then once I confirm this, it sections it off into the morning here, and I can check off how many times I ended up doing this. If I wanted to go in and right-click and edit this, I could change it so that it is a daily thing every single day of the week, and press OK. So then each day when I were to check this guy off, I could add this right here. So the nice part about this is it's sort of a weekly streak that I created, where every single time I check one off, you'll see that it increases the streak that I had and the total check-ins. Now it still keeps me at 7 days left because I haven't even completed today. And if I edited this, what would be more accurate would be if I had a weekly frequency, or I'd have it at would be if I had a weekly frequency. So then each time when I check this off, it changes the current streak to however many days it perceives that I did it. Now for a task like this, I have it set up so that it's daily, achieve 100 push-ups, goal is forever. So anytime I were to do this, the current streak changes when I click on it, and it changes how many total check-ins I've had. Then it also says how many days I've done in total right here, as well as right here. Now something very unique about this is the fact that if I right click on this and press start, I can either start a stopwatch or Pomodoro timer. So I can force myself to try to complete the task of the habit within 25 minutes, which is something you don't see in a lot of habit tracking apps. And I could also, for example, put a little right click on this one and then start the stopwatch. And it would do something similar where I could set myself, a mental timer of like, all right, I'm trying to complete all these push-ups in 10 minutes or something like that. Or I can press stop, and then it would tell me how long I actually did those different things. Because if I go to here, which is statistics, it shows the data that I'd have for the focus. So if I tried to use this for specifically different habits, I'd be able to track, how long it took me to complete the push-ups, and would be a very interesting take on habit tracking in comparison to other applications. And then if I wanted to ever be done with this, I could archive it rather than delete it so that I could go back and see what my progress was before, and it would retain all of the different things regarding the habit tracking calendar, the streaks that I had, the monthly check-in rate. As you can see last month, it was a 6% check-in rate. This is not what I use for my daily habit tracking, but I do think it is a unique one. Then if we pull up my phone here, you can see that this habit tracking doesn't have any habits here because it's archived. So if I went here to the top right button, I could go to archived, then hit the 3 dots and press restore habit. Now the creating of habits is very similar, and there's actually a lot of suggestion ones that you get when you're on the mobile app, which is really cool. So I could do read a chapter, then you have the option to customize the icon, and the quote that you can put there as a chapter day will light your way. Go next. And the habit creation process is very similar. You can set it so that it's at night. Since the reminder's at about that time, the goal is forever, and the goal is to achieve it all. So if I press save at night, if I go in here, all I would do is I would swipe to the right and complete it. And then I could put a reaction for how I'm feeling and do a check-in. So I could be like, I'm feeling awesome about reading the Aragon series again. Press save. And then it would show that my best streak is 1, and I could even share this to other people. And then on the top right here, I could go to edit them, archive them, delete them in the same way that you could on the desktop app. I think the experience is pretty solid on this application, as I could also right swipe and complete a day, or left swipe and go to put a check-in. Whereas, as you saw before, if I pressed in there, then it would prompt me to do both. If you also want to go to statistics, you can press the top left, and that will bring up the calendar here. You could see what time you completed them at. As you can see, the timeline shows that I read at 6:28 in the morning. and did 100 push-ups at 6:29. Wow, that was pretty fast. 5 miles earlier, and if you go through all these statistics, you can scroll through the history of it, or you can go back to the calendar view. So this is sort of a list view, and this is a calendar view. And then you can click on any specific day and see your different habit statistics there. It's a different habit tracking experience, but it's one that I think you guys should definitely try out. And I also think you should try out clicking this video to see how you can improve your productivity even more.